All right, I have seen so many videos and graphics and just social media shares on breathing exercises, and I'm going to add to the service because we need to freaking breathe, okay? And most of us have not been taught to breathe. And so, hi, I'm Justine Froelker, author, speaker, corporate trainer, certified Daring Way and Dare to Lead Facilitator. And so breath. Most of us just are not breathing well. We're usually breathing like up here, or we're breathing in our chest. We're not breathing through our belly, which opens up the diaphragm to bring down our physiological response, that fight, flight, or freeze, or fawn response, to stop the amygdala from firing. The amygdala is a small part of your brain that's really attached to fear and trauma, and it's like very much fueled by emotion, and it touches like a lot of parts of the brain, so it like just sears it. And so we have to bring down the physiological response, your heart rate, your breathing rate, your blood pressure, through breath oftentimes, to bring down that fight, flight, freeze, fawn response, which right now a lot of us are in because life is really uncertain. So there's lots of different ways. In the curriculum, in the courage work that I teach, we talk about box breathing. So you inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. I have to, like, holding my breath. I used to not be able to hold my breath. I would have to count like 1, 2, 3, 4. It would make me more anxious. So listen to your body. My rules for breathing work is to always, well, I'll come back to that. Not always. To inhale through your nose, and then I like to exhale through my mouth. But when you are doing breath work, you inhale through your nose and you expand your belly. You make it big and round. And I'm talking like, oh, my belly is really big. I'll show it to you. And then exhale through your mouth or nose. Okay, you gotta expand your belly. Okay, you gotta expand your belly. So, if you need help with that because you haven't really ever learned how to do breath work, you can lay on the ground flat and put a tissue on your belly, and your goal is to move the belly. You just put your hand on your belly, whatever it might be. Okay, but really, in my opinion, almost all breathing exercises need to be that: inhale through your nose, expand your belly, exhale through your mouth or nose, and then pull in your belly. The power of 3 to 5 deep breaths will change your entire life. Your alarm goes off, 3 to 5 deep breaths. Lunch hour, 3 to 5 deep breaths. Before bed, 3 to 5 deep breaths. Like, it will rewire your body and brain. It will change everything. When you are triggered, feeling angst or uncertain or in fear, which right now is probably a lot of us a lot of the time, breathe. Bring your thinking brain back on track by slowing down your physiological response through a good deep breath, a few good deep breaths, okay? So a couple of other crazy breathing things that can work for a lot of people. The box breathing, like I said, you can do, I don't know what it's called. I don't know what any of these are called, but you inhale through your nostril, hold, switch nostrils, exhale, hold, inhale through the same, switch, exhale, inhale. Make sure you don't have boogers, okay? So that's one. That apparently brings both hemispheres of the brain on track. I am not a scientist. All right. Counting breath. You can inhale for 1, just like in your mind. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 4. Most research will say not to go over the count of 10. If you're having trouble falling asleep, we oftentimes recommend that you start at 1,000 and you count down, not up, if you're going to count breath. Some people just like to do 1, inhale, 2, exhale, 1, 2. Some people just like to do that. So it just kind of depends. You can visualize on the inhale, like you can visualize inhaling light and peace and healing and immunity and things like that. And your exhales, your stress, your fear, your illness. Like, I have health problems with my esophagus, and that's one of the things that I do. I visualize, like, my inhale, like I imagine like my esophagus is like, I imagine what a healthy esophagus looks like in an endoscopy. And when I exhale, I imagine like the white blood cells, which are not good for my esophagus, are flowing out of my body. Like, I visualize that, and I know it's changing my body. It's super powerful. You can do yoga lion's breath. So everyone always loves when I do this one, but you can inhale through your nose. So whatever. I want to make sure I didn't get lipstick on my face. There's also like, it's a Yuli something yoga breath. It's like Darth Vader. So the way to practice that is like, you like make the noise in the back of your throat, but then you eventually close your mouth. You feel it in the back of your throat. I like to do that one at night. Okay. And then also, if you haven't watched Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop Lab on Netflix, it's so weird and so fascinating. I kind of like it. Wim Hof, Wimhoff. The app is free to do the breathing. And he actually does, like, it's like you like kind of like flood your brain with oxygen, and then you hold your breath. I'm able to hold my breath for over 2 minutes now. And then you inhale and hold your breath for 15 seconds and exhale. And then you do the breathing again to flood your brain with oxygen. So you can look up Wim Hof method. The comments on YouTube were enough to get me to try it. And I will tell you, my sleep, well, except for right now, my sleep, my energy, my health just feels better with it. And so I would love to hear what breathing exercises you do. There's a ton of them. Bottom line, you have to freaking breathe. If you are not taking deep breaths, your emotions are always writing your story. And since a lot of us are in emotions of major fear and panic and uncertainty, it probably means that you have short fuses, you are struggling to sleep, you are lowering your immunity, and so breathe. Big belly. Big belly. All right, I'll see you next time.